Hey guys, welcome back. So today I just want to talk about my top 5 tips for turkey hunting. These are in no particular order, and these are just personally the 5 things I think are the most important for this turkey season. So number 1, don't call without good cover. Turkey can see about 5 times better than we can. So when you're in the woods, you're at a great disadvantage. If you start making noise and you're not properly covered, turkey are going to see you before you even see them, and you're never going to get a chance at them. Make sure that the tree that you're sitting under or the blind that you're sitting in are well blended into the surroundings. Don't just stick a blind out there and not patch it in with some sticks. Don't sit on the tree without some kind of cover in front of you. Especially if you're bringing camera equipment and whatever else, just make sure that you're using good cover before you start making any kind of noise out there. So that brings me to number 2. Once you're well covered and you start to call, don't overuse one call. If you're not getting a reaction out of the birds, even if it's your favorite call, the one that works every year, don't be afraid to switch it up. You may have success with that call one day and not the other. Switching up your calls could keep a tom interested and draw him in more than just calling and calling and calling with the same thing. So remember, in the spring, they're really going to react to hens, but they're going to also react to each other's gobbles. It's going to draw a tom in just as well as a hen will. So number 3, I want to talk about decoys. Decoys are a huge part of turkey hunting. You'll see a lot of different setups out there, multiple decoys, one decoy. So you got to decide what's going to work best for you. As a general rule, I like to believe that a hen is the most important decoy that you can have. If you're going to buy just one decoy for your arsenal, I think you should get a hen. So think about it like this. If you have a hen out there and you're in the spring, what are the toms looking for? They're looking for hens. Okay, it's similar to the whitetail rut. Bucks are looking for does in the fall. Toms are looking for hens in the spring. So that hen's gonna be the most valuable decoy that you have during your spring hunt. Now, if you want to add to that, make a better setup, use a hen and then use a jake. So if you pair a jake with that hen, the jake is not going to intimidate birds from coming in there and checking it out. If you put a mature tom decoy out there with that hen, immature birds or just birds are less aggressive, maybe too intimidated to even come in and check out your setup. So if you use a jake, a little less intimidating, and a hen, which is going to entice all the birds to come in, I think that's going to give you the best chance to get some more birds to come in during your hunt. Now, tip number 4 is something that I use for hunting in general. Okay, if you're hunting a small property, don't go too deep into that property. If the turkey make you, they're going to move to the neighboring property and you may not see them for the rest of the season. If you're on a small property, do some scouting pre-season. Find that turkey sign, listen for some gobbles, get out there in the morning, get out there at night, find out where those birds are roosting, and plan your setup from there. But you don't want to be trying to be too mobile on a small property. If you're walking through that property looking for sign as you're hunting, you're probably going to push those birds and not even see them. Now, if you're on public land, stay mobile. Okay, if you're not getting sign where you're at, move. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about on a small property, private land. Don't push too deep into that property and push those birds off the property before you even have a chance to see them. Now, number 5 kind of relates back to number 1. There's a lot of self-filming going on. Okay, very cool. I do it. A lot of people do it. But in turkey hunting, it's very important to make sure that whatever equipment that you're bringing out there, cameras, GoPros, yourself, make sure that it's screened, make sure that it's covered up. If you go out there and set up a tripod with a camera on it and put it in front of your tree and you're sitting behind it, the turkey are going to make that. Okay, they sell a lot of different kinds of camo mesh, camo covers. You can blend it in with live branches, leaves, whatever. Just make sure that you're blending all of your equipment in. Don't just worry about yourself. If you go out there and you have the best, fanciest, most expensive camo on, but then you stick a camera in front of you on a tripod, I mean, it's your camo's wasted. Okay, you can have the best camo on, but those turkeys are going to see that tripod and see that camera. They're going to be spooked. It's going to ruin the whole thing for you. So like I said, these tips aren't in any particular order, and these are just some important things that I like to remember when I'm going in the woods. If you have some additional things to add, drop them in the comments. Hit that subscribe button and like the video.